Safety Net Studio presents.
When you see your kid up there, and you, but also just being a part of other people watching their kid accomplish, going up there and doing Starry Night or just something like that. It's so moving. Like, so I was just welled up for like 2.5 hours watching people.
Starry Night was a painting.
What is it called?
Oh, Holy Night?
Sure. Well, it was a Starry Night, I'm sure, at Holy Night. I'll just start writing music. Oh, it was dark.
Candace Rae's going to paint you a song, everybody. And be happy that she did. I call this song Pencil Dick Santa.
I should write a Pencil Dick Santa song.
No, paint one.
He's made of wood. He's made of wood.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, really?
I don't know. I mean, look, everything's great. Everything's great. We went to a wonderful recital today. Our kids performed in the Longham and Quaid Christmas recital, which was lovely. Mm-hmm. It's fantastic. Pencil Dick Santa is back.
Ooh,
out of all the things. Now, you got to keep in mind that we both used to be collectors. We curated collections. I had comics, I had records, I had jerseys, I had memorabilia. And all that's gone. But the one thing that survived, Pencil Dick Santa. And
you notice he lost an eye in the move.
Just like me.
Yeah, it's one eye Santa.
Wow.
I cannot believe we still have it after everything that
everywhere we've moved
and sold and got rid of. Everything that happened, we still got him.
Actually, there's one thing that I'm really bummed about. So when we moved from Kamloops to Mexico, we left a lot of stuff in my brother's garage, and after we moved back to Winnipeg after about a year, he's like, okay, I gotta get the stuff out of here. I'm converting my back garage into an apartment. I need to get the stuff out of here. And I said, okay. I said, ship it out. And he shipped everything out, and when it showed up, somebody had picked through it, which really sucks. And
really sucks.
What really sucks is there was, out of all the memorabilia cards that I collected, I got rid of majority of them, but I kept there's about 8 of them, including a Brett Hull rookie card, including a Steve Yzerman rookie card, including a Shaquille O'Neal rookie card. There was a few other notables in there, but those being gone was probably about $5,000 in value.
Is it the money value, or is it the fact that you had held on to them? Like,
both.
It's like this, like, right?
Both. Well,
when you start to edit, people don't realize this because most people edit later in their life. So we edited quite early in our life because we sold the big house and we started editing and having to sell and stuff like that. So people don't usually get the edit. In fact, some people never do the edit. Mm-hmm. It's their loved ones that do the edit.
Well, I was actually chatting with somebody recently how they had to have the unfortunate task of clearing out a family member's house after they passed, and they were a hoarder.
That's tough. That's really, really, really... And did they know they were a hoarder?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they knew.
They knew.
And hoarding, I mean, I've watched enough hoarders on A&E to understand that it's a... there's something going on, up top where it's just... It's keepsakes, it's memorabilia. I get it. I would say my father's a pack rat. Like, he's very organized. He has a lot of stuff, but it's very organized. Like, if you ask... where a specific DVD is, he'll know exactly where it is. It's not, he doesn't have to... Hello, cat. He doesn't have to go through a catalog or anything. Like, he knows exactly where it is. He's very well organized. And he goes, I understand I'm a pack rat. He goes, I'm not a hoarder. He goes, everything's organized and it has a place.
I love cats. I just love them. It's just like, everything's normal. Boom. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's a really good, I know with the end of a year.
For those that are on the audio version, the cat is terrorizing a a collectible that Candace collected from a staff Christmas party in Toronto a couple years ago.
I collected it. It has a matching pair.
And I believe AJ has another one.
Yeah, AJ has the other one. I gifted it to him.
Yeah, AJ. Light. Anyways, back to hoarding. It's sad.
Cats, they're just the coolest. I'd have all the cats if I could. I would have so many cats. I would hoard cats, Dave. I'm seriously the person that walks by. I'm like, ooh, you're coming home with me now. I just think they're just so special. I love cats. I wonder if it's because I'm a Leo.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's a thing. Anyway.
Maybe you were a cat in another life.
Definitely, 100%. I was all the cats in a different life, including this one.
This is going to be a problem. If you're on the audio version, the video version is fully worth it. It's available on YouTube.
But honestly, to go back to the hoarding, I think it is a really good example of making sure you do an edit. And when you have a big house that you've had and you've lived in and it's so beautiful, you start to collect things and collect things and collect things. And it's a good idea to go through it. And obviously, if you believe January is a new year, which I know it is a new year, but I'm more of a spring person. Mm-hmm. January can be a great opportunity for somebody to start going through things. Like put a box at the front of the door and every day just take something that you don't use and put it in there and donate it. And just donate it, or if you feel like you want to sell it. But I feel like when I'll sell that. I'll make $20 or $50 on it, and I'll do it later. Whether it's a box and it's donation, there's something so freeing about getting rid of things. I think it's a really great idea for most people to do, especially after Christmas and new stuff gets brought into your house, and and maybe another cat or two who comes in and shows up. So I definitely think you should do that.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks. You know how many Christmas parties we've gone to now?
We're at 3?
Yeah.
Does the recital today count as one? No?
I don't think that wasn't a Christmas party. There was no cake.
No, there was bread. They had lots of banana bread.
Is that what you're eating in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't go near any of that stuff. I don't even tempt myself. You see what I did yesterday? We had Overtime Fitness where I work out, but I also teach yoga at. They had their Christmas party. It's not a staff Christmas party. It's a Christmas party for anybody who attends the gym, which was really cool. I'd never been a part of that. That was such a really community vibe. But I really had I don't want to say a hard time. Like, you were allowed the meal. The gym people, everybody knew. But when the bread came by, I was very quick to be like. And when I say quick, I wasn't quick at all. Smelling it, and then the dessert came, and I just looked at it, and then I gave it to Dave, and yeah, that's just a different way of doing it.
Yeah, I was happy to be the carburetor last
night.
Yeah,
you were that person for
extra potatoes, extra salad, extra everything.
Yeah, so 3 Christmas parties and lots of opportunity to get ready. I like Christmas parties. Mm-hmm. Do you like them?
Well, they're a great excuse to get dressed up.
Yeah.
Right, and stand in front of the mirror and take photos.
Yeah.
I totally get it. It's a thing. I get it. I understand. Got to do it for the gram.
I just like taking pictures so that you're remembered in the timeline. If you don't know this already, you need to start taking pictures of yourself. I don't really want to. I don't really think I look good. Shut up. Other people want to see you in pictures. You need to start taking pictures of yourself. When somebody's like, I don't want to take pictures, my mom is that person. My mom hates having her picture taken. But it's not fair because I want pictures of my mom when she's with my kids or with me or in front of a Christmas tree. Well, I don't like the way I look. I don't care. I love you. I just wish more people would just take the picture and not be so worried. There's a whole thing a few years ago about women don't take pictures on the beach with their kids because they're they see that your mind goes to the negative versus the experience of the positive. It's start taking the pictures. No one says you have to post them. No one says you have to show anybody. But for you yourself to have of your parents or somebody that you love, take the damn picture, okay?
Norm Macdonald does a great bit about picture taking and how it's changed over the years. He goes, back in my day, you would take a photo, and then if that roll wasn't done, you'd save it, and you'd have to wear out all the photos, and maybe it was 3 or 4 different events over the course of a month, and finally that reel would get done, and then you'd take it into the developers, and then it would take a couple of weeks for that to get done, and then they'd say, okay, your pictures are ready, and it would take you a couple of weeks to get back there, and so it'd be, at least a couple of months before you go back and you go, hey, look at you and your stupid hat, and I put my fingers up behind your head, Nowadays, it's hey, you want to see a picture? You want to see what you looked like 5 seconds ago?
I don't really like the way I look. Let's do that one again. Actually, Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, he's just on Hot Ones. He was great.
So obviously, because we watch Hot Ones, the phone knows, and he's in my feed. He was on a podcast recently, and he said, we're not living the present moment like we used to. Before, we would live the present moment, and then we'd go, oh, it was so great, because there was nothing to capture. It was like, oh, you were so present. Mm-hmm. There wasn't that, like, oh, I'll take a video, and then the present moment comes in watching the video later. And because he's releasing a new book, and he's Matthew McConaughey. He's got a really, like, easy breezy feel to him. But he's right. We have changed the way that we photograph, the way think about people going to concerts. Most people are at a concert like this or like this, and they're looking through the screen. They're not even enjoying it. And so you're experiencing thing on a second. Like, also, I got a question. Who's watching the concert back? Who's watching the concert back? Like, are you taking it? Somebody out there, maybe somebody for their YouTube channel or something. But there is over for sure 60% of the people who are at a show with their phone up watching it. Who is watching it? You are not watching it. It's not like a Netflix special. You're just showing up and watching it. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
So there's two schools of thought on that one. Number one, it's for the gram, right?
Okay, but I have a gram. You take 30 seconds and then you post it later. Why do you need 100 of them?
Right.
Like the whole 2-hour show? I'm upset about it.
You're not wrong, and this is coming from a guy who pulls audio on a daily basis, for a feature I do called Music News You Can Use, which runs on terrestrial radio. And there's times where I'm looking for a clip when Sabrina Carpenter played live and spotted Millie Bobby Brown in the audience, right? And I finally find footage after digging for it, and I think for all the people that had their phones up and only one person posted it to the internet, that's it. Just one. So what are the rest of the people doing with that?
Exactly. What are you doing with that video?
Now, I remember back in my day, back in the 80s and 90s.
When we used to go to fields and drink and our parents wouldn't know where we are. Not there. No.
What you would do is you would see one person. You were lucky if you spotted this person. It was like spotting Waldo in the crowd.
This?
No. Well, sometimes, very rarely would you ever see that. That was like the unicorn. But what you'd do is you'd find like a dude probably in his 40s or 50s, and he had a tape recorder strapped on like a satchel, like Indiana Jones style, and a old school mic, and he was bootlegging that concert.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he was bootlegging that thing, and you go up to him and say, yo, can I get your address? And so the idea was that you would send him money, and he would send you a cassette tape a couple months down the road after he plugged it in and made copies of it.
Man,
bootlegging
criminal.
concerts. Yeah, well, back in the day, bootlegging was highly illegal.
Well, remember LimeWire? Back in the day, like you try to get your song. I mean, you work on radio, but I've said this to you before. There's times when you were like, you just wanted to hear your song, so you'd be sitting there and you'd be waiting for your song to come on, and then all of a sudden it'd be like, this song's for you, Candace, and you're like, yeah, and then you'd hit record and you'd have this song that you've been waiting for, and now it's just instant gratification.
Well, that's a deep conversation that I'm happy to get into. Believe me, when we're talking about audio and the evolution of what we've done to our society when it comes to listening habits.
Can you turn this into a montage where you just keep going and going? And I just keep leaning back and leaning back. Can you do that for me?
I'll keep it short. I promise.
No, tell us.
Well, look, it's one of the, and I'll tell you from Canada's perspective. Canada's in a situation where, and I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Canada supports Canadian music, and the majority of radio stations around the country have to play at least 35% Canadian content throughout their 24 hours. They have to, 35% of their content has to be Canadian, and not just Canadian. Like, for instance, we'll take Justin Bieber as an example, who is a Canadian artist, but his music is not Canadian. Because
it wasn't recorded here?
Because he records in L.A., because his producer is
American. So it has
American.
to be recorded here.
So, well, it has to fit a certain criteria. There's a little wheel called MAPL. So it's music, production, artist, and then lyrics. And so a certain criteria has...
That says the same, spell maple.
MAPL.
MAPL.
Music, artist, producer,
MAPL.
Lyrics. MAPL. Don't mess with the acronym. It fits. It works. It's maple.
Where's the E?
It's maple.
I know how to spell that word, okay? Sorry.
So if it doesn't meet that criteria, it doesn't count as Canadian content. And so radio stations have been struggling to try and keep up competing with a lot of streaming services like your Spotify's and your Apples of the world, because they don't have the same regulations. I mean, you get to curate your own playlist, right? Or you rely on somebody else from the United States who won't put Matthew Good or Neil Young or Celine Dion in your playlist, right? And so terrestrial radio in Canada has had to compete with a lot of these streaming services, which has been a bit of a struggle. and trying to get more listeners when people can say, oh, I just want to hear music, and they get that. But when it comes to the whole Napster LimeWire thing, that was a big one too, because you're right, there was a culture through the 70s, 80s, and 90s when you were able to record on cassette at home. Oh my God, you'd tell the announcer, shut up, don't talk over the intro.
Because you'd use it for your phone, your message on your phone. You'd be like, hey, and then it'd like play the song, and then you'd be like, hey, it's Candace. No, you never did that?
No.
Oh, I totally did that. But I love my voicemail. If you call me, you know. If you've ever called me, you know I always switch it up.
I remember when Napster first came out, it was interesting because a lot of the independent artists really relied on it to get their music out. And they're like, I don't care. The more people that can hear my music, the better, rather than handing out demos on the street to random people, right? But it was the bigger, artists going, no, you got to pay for that. And then there was that kind of in between that everyone can remember Metallica and the fight they had with Napster, going, you can't get it for free, like this, like we created this, you have to pay for this. And so they've kind of come to a happy medium, but there's still lots of stories out there about Taylor Swift getting the bigger piece of the pie, and all these artists are struggling because they're just literally getting peanuts. I mean, even on streaming services like YouTube for videos, I mean, like you have to hit 1 million views over the course of a year just to get like maybe $50,000-$60,000.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it's...
I don't have a music channel.
You should.
I should. I totally should.
Do you want to sing a Christmas song?
I wish I had one of those, like the lady today, when we were at Long and McQuaid, they had a great concert, and it was lots of kids playing lots of instruments. And the first teacher who was singing, we were just like waiting. She was singing beside her students, and I leaned over to Dave, and I was like, if I had her voice, I would Little Mermaid everywhere. Like, I would be at the grocery store, like, let me get your beef for you.
Well, let's reverse that. I like the James Hetfield at the end. Rah.
No concept. I never knew I was monotone. Never.
Well, it's not that you're monotone. You're not monotone.
Oh.
What you are is you're tone deaf. So you can no, look, you have range. I can tell you this from somebody who has an ear for music. You have range, but if I was to play music, you're not going to match that music. You're going to be right about here when I'm here.
But does that mean I could potentially have a singing voice?
Well, thank God we have Pro Tools.
I would love to. Okay. But anyway, I would sing everywhere. I would sing everything. And downward facing dog, lift your leg. Like, I would just be like, it's a singing yoga instructor.
Well, let's flip this around. Okay. Would you be willing to give up your legs for a singing voice?
Oh, no. No.
No?
No.
No?
No, I'll keep the legs, actually. Thank you.
Wise choice.
You know what was great about today? That was our kids' first recital for what they're these instruments. They've had some recitals before. And I'm a real emotional person. I love, I love heart, and I love an emotion. But when you see your kid up there, and but also just being a part of other people watching their kid accomplish, going up there and doing Starry Night or just something like that. It's so moving. Like, so I was just welled up for like 2.5 hours watching people.
Starry Night was a painting.
What is it called?
Oh, Holy Night?
Sure. Well, it was a Starry Night, I'm sure, at Holy Night. I'll just start writing music. Oh, it was dark.
Candace Rae is going to paint you a song, everybody. And be happy that she did. I call this song Pencil Dick Santa.
I should write a Pencil Dick Santa song.
No, paint one.
He's made of wood. He's made of wood. Oh my god. Oh gosh.
Can I tell you something that I did notice in the recital today, and it's something that I think if you really pay attention.
You just wanted to kick over the kid and be like, no. No, just kidding.
No, I think there's a couple things I noticed. Number one, teachers. There are ones that teach because it's their job. And they go, I know music, and I know how to explain music, and I will teach music. And there's other people that go, oh, I want to teach everybody.
Yeah. You can see the difference.
I get so excited, like, oh, yeah, they hit that note, yeah. And the other ones,
see it.
You can just tell the ones that really love cultivating that musical journey, and other ones are like, no, this is my job.
Yeah, and
I'm good at it, and I did my job.
And I do it. It's just it's 100%, and that's like any industry. But when
Totally.
you're teaching somebody a skill like that, I want the teacher. I mean, I've never taken any musical instrument, but even for my kids, I want the teacher who's leaning in. I want the teacher who's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
And maybe one that's not so technical, but the one that kind of teaches you how to kind of find that rhythm inside of yourself. That's the important one.
So I know you play a lot of instruments, guitar, drums. You can sing. You have a great voice.
Thank you.
And you could play the bagpipes? Oh no.
No, not the bagpipes. No, I wish.
You sure?
I am the I'm the equivalent of a grade 5 music teacher where I can go around to most instruments.
Trombone? What is the other one? There's something you do this with.
Those are called your boobs.
No, I swear. It's like
I'm playing the mammaries.
Oh my God. You play another instrument like that, though.
That's called the trumpet.
Is that the one that does this?
No.
What's that
That's the trombone. That's the one of mine that you play.
Oh my God. Stop it. I don't need movements. You're going to get it flagged. Oh my gosh.
I'm just playing the instrument.
What's the other one?
That's an accordion.
That's not an accordion. Accordion's like this. What is it?
Well, there's the bagpipes.
Oh, she doesn't like it.
Too much laughing, eh, Panda?
No.
The nanny dog.
Bagpipes. The bagpipes are like
The bagpipes.
this.
Okay, the idea behind
Could
a
you
bag.
imagine playing? Let's do charades, okay? Ready? Just give me an instrument. Let's see if I know it. Flute.
No, it's not. It's not.
It is.
That could be a number of things, probably an oboe or a clarinet.
A clarinet. Okay, give me another one. I can do this, guys. I believe in me. Give me an instrument. Piano. I want to play charades so bad. This is my favorite. If I remember playing charades with you, Donald Trump. That's the only one I know.
What about this one?
Big guitar. A bass.
A bass or a cello, yes.
Yeah, a cello.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay, if you could play any instrument, you just pick it. Tomorrow morning you wake up and you could play it beautifully. For the what would you pick?
The female.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I would pick.
Did you ever take music in school?
No.
Never. Like you weren't part of choir or band or nothing.
I was part of nothing. I've been a loner my whole life.
But
I ever talked about this on the car ride home. I talked about being a loner. I
did.
spent most of my life being a loner.
Mm.
And so and I'm good with it. I travel. It's okay. I love making friends with people. I love it, but I've never been a part of a community. And Overtime Fitness for me has felt like that. But I was never a part of any basketball teams. My mom, she's upstairs. That's why I'm whispering this. Both my sisters were in bowling leagues. Was I? No. I've never been part of any of it.
You seem like you have a lot of resentment about that.
There's a leather couch over there. No, I think I leaned over to you and even said, maybe 2027 goal. I would love to learn an instrument.
Sure.
I would love to learn it. Which one? What? I don't know. I mean, I love our youngest son is playing the violin, and I love the violin. Angus plays the guitar. Part of me wants to do the drums because I think it's badass. It's just so cool to see like a woman stand. But I don't think I have the. I remember years and years ago, I had a manager. I was like 18 or 19 years old, and he was a former helicopter pilot. And I remember specifically, he said, "You, if you can play the drums, you can be a helicopter pilot." And because you have to have like all your extremities have to be able to do something differently, and I was like, I could barely do one and in my brain at the same time. Like, that's never for me. So I guess I would pick that one. I also think the piano's great because you can just walk into like an airport or a restaurant or everything. You can just and do that. So I don't know. I guess my question would be like, if I could play an instrument, which instrument would you want me to play?
Tuba.
The bagpipes.
Oh, I love the bagpipes.
I love the bagpipes too. I love the sound of it. I feel like you hear a bagpipe coming and it's like somebody's died and you better cry.
There was a guy down at the end of my street that would practice his bagpipes outside on Sunday mornings. Yeah, he wasn't good to start, but no one is.
We had bagpipes at our wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had bagpipes at our wedding. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
I absolutely love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great instrument. I think it's the kind of instrument that it's the one that when it you can't ignore it. With a piano in the background and you're at a restaurant, it's beautiful. A trombone or a flute.
Lizzo plays flute.
I know she does play flute, but that's one of those, like the drums. That's one of those instruments that just takes the room.
The only problem is that there's not, you don't go to someone's house and go, hey, you got a drum set? You know what I mean? Like it's a, and this is becoming a shrinking trend too, but I would say over half the houses that you'd walk into in the 80s and 90s, they had a piano. There was a piano in the household, not so much anymore. Like people are giving them away for free. Like just
if you're giving one away, I'll take it.
Like just trying to get them out of their house.
I'll take it. Is it because you can't tune it or?
Well, that's one thing you talked about goals for 26, 27. Piano tuning, man. Like if you're looking,
you want to be a piano tuner?
You know how much money they make? Like it's like to get a piano tuned. Like you're paying upwards. Like for an hour, you're paying at least $150 an hour. Like it is and all you need is tuning forks.
Don't call me. I wouldn't have any idea. I like a tuning fork.
And trying to find a piano tuner, like they're rare.
Okay, well there you go, kids. If you're looking for a job, that's what you want to do.
It is a very niche skill. But I like the fact that you have goals as far as because it's never too late. I always tell people
I agree.
Oh, I wish I learned how to play an instrument. I'm like, why don't you start?
Or
oh no.
Or I wish I learned that language. Well, why not do it now?
Why not start?
That's the part of.
¿Cómo está tu español?
Sí, mi español es muy bien.
Perfecto.
Gracias.
¿Cuánto tiempo es tu práctica para día?
15.
15 minutos.
15 minuto.
2 segundos.
2 segundos. The problem is I've been doing it every day, but I just do a little bit.
Right.
I just do a little bit where you'll spend honestly an hour, but that time that I'm putting that time into the gym. So I'm just kind of getting it in to just keep it very fresh. So if I'm someplace I could order a drink, I could get a shirt, I can get a chemise. Nope, that's French.
Camisa.
Roja.
Red shirt.
I wish there is. You have to know this because we lived in Mexico. I got to see people speak, their native language with such passion. But I feel like Spanish women, like the matriarch of the family, when she speaks, it's like, it's just like the whole room just. And she's like the bagpipes, you know what I mean? Like everybody, and she's so passionate, and there's lots of movement with the body, and I just feel like if I'm coming back next round, I'll take one of those, please.
Well, that's because if you don't listen when she speaks, then the next step is the shoe coming off. Yeah. If the shoe comes off, then everyone's in trouble.
I feel like I just love the way. Yeah, the language is beautiful. I mean, I think every language just to learn another language. But I remember when we first started homeschooling our kids, I would ask people, what do you wish you learned? What do you wish you learned? And it was always the same two things. I wish I learned more about accounting and understanding my money and understanding, how to balance. I don't want to say balance check because that's not, but I mean, overall, I think most people understand like checking his account. What's the difference between those things? So really understanding that and understanding budgeting. And the second thing, every single person said, I wish I learned another language. I wish I learned another language.
Well, in this day and age, I mean, we're out of excuses. Like we are literally out of excuses. I mean, like everything you want to learn is at your fingertips. And even the people like that, to go back to people say, oh, I wish I would learn to play an instrument. I'm like, start now. Like you're 35. Imagine by the time you're 45, you've got 10 years of learning an instrument. 10 years, even weekly. Go weekly for 10 years. I guarantee you will be able to impress not only yourself, but other people.
I would highly suggest. I did this for my 45th birthday because you said something. You said to me,
Halfway to 90.
You're halfway to 90, Candace. And it was just the way it was set. I just felt like something went off in my brain, and I was like, holy shit, there's lots of stuff I still want to do. And so I started a list, and I honestly haven't gotten to 300. I'm about at 250, 260 of things I want to complete before I'm 90. Because, when I'm 90, between 90 and 100, I'm just...
Well, you're a yoga teacher now.
Yeah, well, exactly. Putting those things on there. I really suggest that if you want to do some things, like especially end of year, writing things down and thinking about things that you want to do. I mean, why not put some more goals out there? Tell me some goals for 2026 for you. Specifically Dave Wheeler, not family Dave Wheeler, not dad Dave Wheeler, but Dave Wheeler's self.
I would like to get out of debt.
That's a great goal.
Yep. That's a huge goal. Huge goal. Would love to be able to say, hi, welcome back, Panda. For anyone that's new to the podcast, that's Panda, the turning 8 years old next week, as a matter of fact. 8 years old, Panda. Turning 8 years old next week.
Out of debt, 60 rounds of golf.
Oh, my goodness. I would love to. I don't know. I don't want this to come across sounding like I am so focused right now on you and the kids that I feel like the things that I have to do, I try and get them done so I have time. And as you know, my love language is time. If I give you my time, that means I love you. And so I'm trying to get all the things done that I have to take care of throughout the day as far as the requirements for my job, which I love, which I absolutely love my job, and I don't look at it as a burden. What are you getting at? Hey, get out of there. There's nothing under there that you need. What did you find? Oh, you were so driven by food. My goodness. That I look forward to giving you guys more of my time. Because
That's really sweet.
Well, when you said that we're going to be doing this challenge of getting on stage, I want to make sure that when you need anything that I can give that to you.
That's very sweet.
And with the boys, I feel like I'm falling behind a little bit right now with the boys as far as really being involved with helping them, because we are homeschooling, and I know you've been taking on the bulk of that, but it's a daily
Do you want
juggle.
more time?
Of course. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? I would love to have the time stone. Dr. Strange, where are you at?
I feel like that's really like I love that, and I'm so grateful that you support me and support the kids so much. But I wish there was something a little bit more outside of the debt. I mean, if I could wave my magic wand, I would get rid of it. But
I don't know. I'm pretty lucky. Like I've gotten to check off a lot of things off my bucket list as far as things that I've wanted to do. I mean, I've gotten to see pretty much every concert I've ever wanted to see. I've gotten to interview some of the coolest people in the world and share space with them. I mean, I mentioned Norm Macdonald earlier. I got a chance to not perform a scene with him. I wasn't in the same room as him, but we did a scene together in a TV show that isn't like I got to be on TV. I've been in movies. I've gotten to do a radio show every morning.
So you're just okay with kind of taking a back seat. Is that the right way to say it? Is that what you're saying?
Well, not necessarily a back seat.
Okay, good, because I don't want you in the back seat.
No,
you're a better driver.
I just want to make sure that I have the time to support the kids and you and everything that you guys want to do, especially after hearing that you never went bowling.
I've been bowling. I just wasn't on a team. I would love to get like a matching sweatsuit with your name on the back. Boom, coming in
Well, you
hot.
have one now. Overtime
Yeah,
Fitness.
yeah, that's so true. I could have that.
Well, that's something interesting that you brought up, that you just love the community and you love the kind of the banter that you get in the gym. And it was something that I said, oh yeah, I guess you never would have gotten that, because that's what hockey locker rooms are like. You know what I mean? Like you had that camaraderie. The people in that locker room had your back. Once you all put on that same jersey, you're on the same team.
Why does that make me emotional? That you saying that makes me emotional, because I don't think I've ever felt it. No, I know I've never felt it. I can confidently say I've never felt that. I've never been a part of a team. I didn't have a number. I didn't play. I didn't get dropped off on a Monday. And I think that it is really valuable for people to have that.
Well, look, and those are created in a bunch of different ways. I mean, you had a community. We've all had communities like that. Maybe they were for long term. Maybe they were for short term. Some people find that in their local church. Some people find that in their local book club. Some people find that in their beer league hockey team. Some people find it in their mom group. With the kids at school. So I mean, those communities exist.
That's true. I do have mom group. That's very true, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think we create communities, whether they be micro or macro, we all have little communities. And like I said, some of them last for, a year or two, depending if you move in your community, your neighbors, whatever it may be. It's what you make of it and how you how you curate it.
I like that. It's true.
But my community exists inside of these walls. That's my community.
I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel great.
Do you?
I feel
You
great
look
that you said that. I feel great that you said that. I really appreciate it.
You look wonderful. You've been very. I know you dread picture day because you have to take weekly. Funny enough, after you started off by saying you love taking photos, you hate photo day when it comes to having.
I don't hate photo day. I don't. There's no. I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
You don't exactly look forward to it.
Yeah, that's a great point because I did start off the show saying like take the photos, take the photos, take the photos, but because you're taking a thong, tiny outfit, taking a 360 photos, you really it's a mindset game. It's a mindset game, and I guess when I was saying that, it's like you're on the beach with your family and you're laughing, everything like you're just like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's very static, and maybe that's actually interesting. Maybe I should look at it this week and just, like, put a smile on my face. Because if I go back, I don't think I'm smiling at any of the photos. You're just, like, take. And then you're looking at them to see, like, where's the micro changes? So, yeah, that's interesting. Thanks for the call.
You may not see them in the photos, but you can see them in your waistline.
Yeah, I sure can. Can I show you something?
Go for it.
So I would just want to say, I've always been a person that has thought about the number, especially as a former model. Like, oh my gosh, you're over 115 pounds as a model, especially doing lingerie. No. At that time, it wasn't about anything but the number.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, and can you be sexy on in a space? And now I have lost 2 pounds only in this process, but my body composition's changed so much so that I gotta show you. Look at these pants. Look at these pants. Look at that.
And those used to be tight on you.
Those used to, they fit me. They were like the comfortable. Earlier this year, I got them there. I went up a size and I wanted something more comfortable. They even had an elastic band on them.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted something more comfortable. And I love them. Like when I bought them, I felt really good in them. And then last week I put them on. They were a bit big. And now today getting dressed, I was like, oh, these are... But I know the number hasn't changed. So it's just a great reminder of how body composition. Again, I'm learning. This is also fascinating to me. Like today is my first day ever having creatine. I learned about creatine. Now I'm like, so to me, it's like, it's a whole new world.
Mm-hmm.
Was that on tune?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Was it maybe in the one in your head? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I appreciate your compliment. I just love it. I feel like it's a new, and you got to meet so many of the people that I was at the gym with. I just feel like everybody in that room is so beautiful. You'd be like, yeah, they work out, but it's like, somebody said something last night that I thought was really valuable. We were dancing, and I was like, I just love this community. Everyone, got such beautiful hearts, and everyone's so supportive. And it's like, yeah, because everybody. She turned to me and she said, everybody who walked into the gym all walked in with an insecurity. There's something that brought us here, whether it's because mental health, or maybe it was because we didn't like our arms, or we wanted to lose weight, but we all walked in. And so when we see each other, there's like a natural, like, I got you, oh, you want me to hand that over to you? Like, there's just like a general, and I've just never had that in a community. So, a lot of people could be watching this going, oh, well, I've had that my whole life. And if you have, like, you should be really grateful for that.
Well, there's something that I, at your Christmas party last night, that I noticed, and I equated it to golf. Of course I equated it to golf. But there was a moment where, and there's been a lot of people in this 12-week challenge that they set up between a bunch of different exercises and whatnot. And
they'll do it again in February in case anybody wants to join us. 12 weeks, you go into like a fitness, food, and they guide you, and you've got, it's awesome. They start in February.
And there were some people there that came in as very, very heavy set people, and they had massive weight losses, like 75 pounds, 35 pounds, 40 pounds. Like there was some. Like it kind of felt like watching, The Biggest Loser, like that we used to watch on NBC, which apparently was a rather toxic show after learning. Anyways, and the people that were kind of recognized as being the stars, they went up there and they were really fit, but they kind of went in with a different body composition. And I kind of thought, I'm sure there's some people that thought, well, why wouldn't you give it to the one that lost 75 pounds? I mean, that's almost a human, for crying out loud. But it's the same way that I remember once upon a time I was hosting a golf dinner. And there was a junior program, and they were giving out awards. And there was a kid who took his handicap from 25 down to 10. Like, to improve your handicap by 15, I mean, that's incredible. 15 shots per game.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But the kid that ended up getting it moved his handicap from a 4 down to a 1.5. And when you get right down into that minuscule of margin, I mean, you're making such like tiny little tweaks that are so hard to fix. You know what I mean? Like it's just a tiny little hitch in the swing or whatever it may be. And it's incredible how people are on different journeys. Yeah. Right? There are the ones that are, I just want to get healthy. There are some that I mean, it's all based on
mindset. It's a big mindset game.
Sometimes it's what you see in the mirror. Sometimes it's what you see down in front of you, in front of the scale. Sometimes it's, are you able to keep up? And it all depends on what you want to do and what your own personal goals are. Right. And so that's why when I see people trying to measure themselves up to other people going, I'm not that. Don't forget there's someone on the other side comparing themselves to you. Right. And sometimes it's just okay being right there in the middle wherever you are.
Own your shit.
Right.
Own your shit. Confession?
Sure.
This makeup I've got on right now? Yeah.
I didn't even notice you were wearing makeup.
This makeup I've got on right now? It's last night's makeup. I did take the stuff off my face, but I'm being honest. We came home late. I knew we had a big day. I just took the stuff off, and that's my confession. Well, I slept in it. Okay, as if you're a skincare person, I know. But that's my confession. I slept in it.
I've always said that you never need makeup, but you also had a lovely, what would you call it? Not a procedure.
A face washing?
You had a
peel?
treatment
It was a
done?
peel. It was a treatment. It was a treatment. It was a facial. It was and I thank you for that. You surprised me with a peel. It was a
jet peel.
Jet peel. Thank you so much.
From Victoria Medispa.
And which was really great. I really appreciated having that. It was lovely, and so I got to be the model for it.
Sounded very superhero. The jet peel.
The jet peels. We did that last week, and I mean that's a real luxury is to get a facial of any kind. A hydrofacial, a jet peel facial, any kind of facial like that. That's just whoo. You feel like, it feels so good to have somebody do that for you. It's like going for a massage, right? When you go for a massage and you have something like that done. So. Well,
I almost feel bad sometimes because you getting ready for the party last night. I think you said, 2 hours? You came back to like, only 2 hours to pull this off.
I know.
And meanwhile,
but I love doing my hair. It takes me. I have lots of hair. It takes me a long, to really blow dry it out. It takes about 45 minutes, and then probably about to do full makeup like that and take my time and not feel rushed, which I didn't. I had the time. I blocked off the time. I wanted to do that. That was probably another 40 minutes, and then I had no idea what I was going to wear, so then I popped on a few outfits, and I'm a girly girl. I love getting ready. I love that stuff.
Meanwhile, I was downstairs in front of the computer, and I went, oh, shit, we're leaving at 15.
I know, but I wish
time to go
I wish
ready.
it was like this more at the gym, though. And I don't mean a full set of makeup. I don't mean that at all. Like, I don't wear makeup at all to the gym. But sometimes I'm just like, oh, one of Dave's shirts. And then, but I've got, the same pair of black leggings with a tiny hole. I just want to go. I just want to show up. But it's that's something that I've really leaned into before. Because years and years ago, I was a real fashion girl. I love my fashion and everything like that. And now I'm just I'll be running out. I remember what I looked like last week, and I was laughing. I had on
you wore our son's pants. You wore our son's pants.
10 years ago, Candace would be like. And I was like, I gotta go. I'm putting on sweats and I'm laughing. I'm like, why? How did I shrink in my legs? And Odin's like, I think those are mine. And I was like, I think they are yours. And I had your sweater on and I had slippers on. And I got to the gym and Robin is like, are you wearing slippers? Like, I got here. I'm just so happy. Hair's like this, just like but I didn't care. I love it so much that doesn't matter to me. I just want to get there and make it because afterwards you never ever regret, a workout ever. So.
Well, if you listen to this podcast by accident, if you're looking for another one, we appreciate you sticking around. And we have one call on the speak pipe, our voicemail, but we're going to save it. We're going to start off the show next week with that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get another one, too.
Well, we only have one person that listens to the show, and that's Mike and Ike.
Oh.
Yeah, just one person.
This show is just for Mike, eh?
Just for Mike and Ike. Mike and Ike,
you can also DM us on Instagram if you want to, and you have a question there, or you can send an email to an email address we don't have, and
sure you know. SafetyNetStudio@gmail.com.
No, I don't check that. No. Oh. I'm not an email person. If you got a carrier pigeon and you can get it to my house, I will definitely. That's actually on my list.
Be better at mail.
Maybe I'll bring my list on a show.
Okay.
And I'll tell you some of the things that are on there. I mean, some of them are obviously super private, and I want to some things you just want to do, and then when they're done, you're like, yeah. But one of them is to train some animals. Okay, so one is a crow, or like an eagle would be amazing, but let's start with a crow. Okay, I would like to train a crow. They're trainable birds. I would like to train a crow, and I would also like to have deer
Well, you have some. You have
I
a
know
whole
they're
bunch
coming to the front. They're coming front. We're talking.
Yeah.
We're getting to know each other. My neighbor this week said to me, "Candace, if they start talking back to you, call Disney." He's like always seeing me out there. I just like the idea of training a bird, not Gizmo because he's in a cage and he can't fly.
Okay. That'll do it for us here on Surfing Sundays. Thank you as always. As Candace mentioned, you can call the voicemail. It's available on SpeakPipe. There's going to be a link down in the podcast description, whether you're on YouTube or whether you're on Apple or whether you're on Spotify. Candace Rae doing her best Vanna White. And
That's another one on my list. Look at. My arms will be so good. Vanna will be so impressed when I look good in a dress.
I wonder how she felt when they digitized the board. It's like, hey, Vanna, there's no need to turn those letters over anymore. What am I doing here?
Just touches them.
What am I doing?
Well, as long as the paycheck doesn't change.
No, she's making good money doing that.
Yeah. But Vanna, if you ever want to take a day off, just one day, even just one letter, you want just ease off. You just need somebody to run in. I'll come run in, and then I'll leave.
Go follow Candace Rae on social media at It's Candace Rae. You can follow me at
You
WheelerJ28.
can do the spinny part.
No, Pat doesn't spin the wheel.
There's no spin.
No, there's no spinning. And Pat's done. He's retired. So,
Oh,
anyways, we're dragging this out now. We'll see you next Sunday. Enjoy your week.